Hello everyone. In previous video, we saw how we can read emails from our Gmail ID and how we can save the attachments that are present in that email to a folder. So we have the emails, whatever the attachments were present. So these are the PDFs that were there in the email. We saved these in the last video into this attachments folder. So in this video, we are going to see how we can exactly extract whatever is written inside those PDF documents and how we can take that into our RPA board and access that. So the first thing that I'm going to do now is going to my invoice folder that I had created in the previous video, and I'm going to create a new task bot now, and I'm going to give it a name of read PDFs. Now, since I am saving all my PDF documents into this attachment folder, the next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to loop on this full folder, this attachment folder, and the invoice one by one, read each and every document one by one. So for that, the first step that we want to do is loop. I'm going to bring this to the center and we want to loop on a folder. So we will select this loop for each file in folder. So what this will do is it will loop on the folder path that we give it, and it will loop on each and every file one by one. So I'm going to give my folder path where my PDFs are present, and I'm going to paste this path here. So my invoice use case and attachments path. And I want to click on this create variable in the type of dictionary. So this one variable of type dictionary will be created, and we will click on create and select. Now let's see what type of values I can get from this files and folder variable, dictionary variable. So if I just zoom in a bit, so it is written in this note just above this that we can access the name key and extension key in this files and folder variable. What does that mean? I can access the name of my file. So for example, here this is the name of the file, and I can also access the extension, like what is the type of the file? Is it PDF, Excel, Word? So my name key will give me the name of the document, and extension will give me the dot extension of the document. So now let's try and see in a message box how are we able to access that. So again, I will click on this X button on the side and I will select this files in folder variable from the last step. And in my add expression item, I want to first get the name. So you can see the name is now formatted into the variable, and I will click on insert. So using this, I will get the name of the document. And let's say I also want a extension. Again, I will select files and folders, add, and I will type the extension here. It will give me the extension of the file. Now when I click on run, yes, so I have now received my first document's name here and also the extension of the document, that is the PDF. And if we see the next one, then it is now looping on to the next file. And now it has moved to the third one, the name and the extension, and now to the fourth one. All right. So using this, we can get the name and the extension of the file. Now, the next step that we actually want to do is extract the text, whatever is written inside this one PDF. Let's say, for example, I actually want to go and be able to extract whatever the text is there. So everything from start to end, something like this. I want all of this. So how can we do that? So a very simple way to achieve this is to have an action of PDF. So we have a package for PDF. From here, we can do a few activities on the PDFs: encryption, decryption, extracting field, image, text, property, merging or splitting the documents. Since we want to get the full text, whatever is written inside this PDF, we want to get all of it. So we are simply going to drag this extract text from here. And now in this package, it extracts the text from a PDF file and saves it as a text file. So for this, what we want to do is the first step is it takes the file path. What is my file path? So for the file path, I will click on desktop file and it says that the required extension is PDF. So I will give my this first file path, first the base folder path where my till my attachments. And the next step is I want to give the file name and the extension, right? So we had this in this step. I'm going to copy and paste it. Yeah, so I have pasted this folder path here, and now I'm going to again insert that files in folders name in the last step, dot files in folders extension. So what we had received in this message box, I've simply added that in this path. So if we extend it, then we can see it like this. So this is my folder path. And from here, inside the loop, I'm getting the file name. Then I have this dot for the extension, and here I'm getting the extension name. Now we do not need a password for this, so I'm going to keep the options as it is. In the text type, I want simply the plain text and I want all pages text, so I'm going to select these options. And now we want to give it a file path of a text file where the extracted information will actually present. So what I'm going to do is inside this folder, I'm going to create a new folder of extracted data. And I want my text files to be generated here one by one of the invoices that of the PDF documents that were just processed. So for that, I'm going to give this folder path for my output file, and then I will give a slash. And now, what should I name my text file? So let's do it like this. So whatever name my PDF file is having, I want my text file to have that same name. So for doing that, I can just copy this name variable and I will paste it in this part like this. Since we are currently in the loop, we can access this files and folder variable inside the loop. And the extension I want it to be text, so I'm going to give .txt. And let's just have this override files with the same name. So in case a file is already present with this name, then we want it to be overwritten. Now I'm going to click on save, and there are no other options now. Now I'm going to click on run and see if we are getting the data extracted in this folder in text format. I'm going to click on run. This message box is there. Let's just disable it for now. So here I'm going to click on these three dots and do this disable. I'll click on run, and one by one it will read each and every PDF over here and it will create its corresponding text file in this folder with all the text data stored inside that text file. So it is now running for the first file. Yes, now I have got the text files created for all the four PDF documents that were outside here. And if I have this 104 invoice here open, right? This document is open here. If I see its text file, then we can see that we have all the text that was inside the PDF. It is now available to us in a TXT format. And all the details are also going to be same. So it is going to be like this in this order without just the formatting. We will be able to view all this. So this is how we were able to perform this extract text from PDF option. Now in the next step, we are going to create an AI agent who will be, taking this entire PDF text as input, and then it will provide us with an output of whether this follows our SOP or not, if this is correct or this is incorrect.